tell you what I've been thinking about a lot lately for some reason. I wouldn't say thinking about, but wow. But I've been having a lot of dreams. Yeah. Very vivid dreams of me banging black chicks.
Oh, really?
I don't get it.
What's that all about?
I have no idea.
You've never been with a black woman.
I never have.
And have you ever been close? Like, been on a date or
no,
made out with one?
No.
So this has never happened.
Well, I guess, okay, maybe, well, okay, so the dreams might explain why the other morning I had an Uber pick me up to take me back to my car.
Was it a hot black girl?
I couldn't see her face because I was sitting in the back.
Uh-huh.
But she had an infectious laugh,
and
I could tell. I could tell by her body type that she wasn't big or anything like that. I mean,
so her frame was to your liking.
Her frame was to my liking. I loved the laugh. I loved the hair.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's usually that's where I go.
You're
but
a hair guy.
It was more of a dreadlock kind of sort of thing.
Really?
Which is
that like a Michonne? From The Walking Dead?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh.
And she had a good laugh, and she had a good sense of humor, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing, but, I mean, you want to come back to my place and have a drink?
Uber girl out?
And she was like, yeah, I'd love to have a drink right now. So she came in, we had a drink, we laughed, and then she left.
I know,
isn't that psychotic?
That's what?
I know.
What is she doing? She can't be going in at strangers' houses?
No, she can't.
I mean, she has your information, I guess, on the...
right.
I mean...
in my credit card.
I guess, but... Still, that's dangerous.
I know it is. I know.
Because even if you killed her,
right.
which I know, but you wouldn't.
Right.
But even if she had gotten murdered, and they
never found her body,
they'd still have the info of the last time she was seen. But she's still dead. Right. You still can't go in that guy's house. You gotta.
I don't know. She came in.
So
and
when
had
you guys
drink.
had the drink, was it obvious she was putting off a vibe like this is just friendly, or was it putting out a vibe like? This could be something.
Why
don't you make a move?
I kind of felt that way.
You felt like she was kind of...
I kind of felt like she was
laying it out like,
waiting.
Go ahead, make a move.
But she kept talking about this friend that she had to go pick up. And I know black girls well enough to know when they talk about their friend, they're talking about a dude.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah. All the time. Every time. 100%.
Well, but that's because she doesn't want to throw off your scent.
By putting me off
talking about a dude.
By saying that she's going to pick up Jeffrey.
She's picking up a friend.
Right.
That's so you know, hey, it's just a friend.
Well, yeah, but
still make your move.
It's never a friend. It's never a friend.
But,
it never works like that.
But if she was trying to be like, I'm picking up a guy, she would have said, I'm picking up a guy.
Well,
don't you think?
I don't. I've never seen it work
seems to me,
that way.
or if she's using code, friend means guy in her circle. She still doesn't want to say guy because she wants you to feel free to move about the situation.
Well, no, she texted me like a couple days later. She was like, "Hey, I had a really good time." Blah blah. I never wrote her back. I never did.
Why not?
I couldn't bring myself to it.
Why?
Because it's weird.
Why?
Because I was her passenger.
So?
Well,
people meet people all the time.
I felt weird.
She really enjoyed it. Now you blew her off. Now she's like, "Screw you,
fuck you, white boy."
I know.
She told me.
Did she talk like that?
Yeah, she did. She told me that she was like, I've never dated white boys, but you are too cute. And I was like,
oh, you should have made the move.
Oh, well. Anyway, so yeah, I keep having dreams about banging black chicks.
Well,
so
there you go.
You think that's why?
I think you set yourself up for a big, like a heavy conscience about this.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, at least I have therapy once a week. I can work that shit out and get back to sleeping normal.
So I'm not sleeping well. Oh, really? What seems to be the trouble? I can't get my mind off of this black woman that drove me home, came into my house, had a drink, and now is texting me. Should I have sex with her, Doc?
Oh my God! I was at a bar with a friend of mine, and he's one of those guys that he kind of says whatever he wants. And the bartender was
no filter.
Was a female. Yeah, no filter. I mean, unless there are police around, he has no filter.
Okay.
But so the bartender's a female, and he's trying to tell me, he's like, dude, all you got to do is just walk up to a girl because he wants to get me back out there, that whole dating thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's married, so he wants to, I guess, kind of maybe like live vicariously through me. And he's like,
he sees that you need some help.
And he sees that I need some help. I mean, I'm using dating apps and shit like that.
Clearly, and you can't even make the move on the girl that came in out of nowhere.
But he's like, dude, sometimes, in fact, all the time, you just walk up to a girl and you be like, what's up? Can we fuck? And I was like,
Ooh, that
I
sound like good advice.
don't think you want to do that, dude. And
I've never done that, but I can't see that working.
The bartentress, she was like, you know what? I know that us women like come across like, you need to respect me and don't be disrespectful and blah, blah, blah. Don't do it in front of my friends. If you catch me one-on-one somewhere and you say that to me, I'm probably, if I have nothing else going on, I was like, see, I don't want that either. And she's like, no, I mean like 9 times out of 10, I'm going with you. Because there are 2 things that women find sexy. Confidence and the fact that you are so aggressive in this way that you can handle yourself in the bedroom.
I don't know.
So you're getting it. And she's like, I swear to God, every one of my girlfriends, married or not, they would do it.
I would love to see this social experiment. Yes.
And she's like, 9 times out of 10, I would go. But she's like, at least 50% of the time it would work. Just don't do it in front of their friends. I'm like, whoa.
Now that sounds like good advice.
Because
the way she laid it down for you.
If you do it in front of their friends, then of course they have to stand up for themselves.
Exactly.
Because they don't want to look like a slut in front of them.
Yeah, screw you. What a jerk, right?
Right.
I totally would have though.
Right. As he walks away, all 5 of them are like, "Damn, I would have
fucked him."
You should, right.
Whatever happened to that guy last week? You should have fucked him.
Right. Yeah, he'd come back up in conversation.
What do you mean? You told me I should have. That pig should have sent him packing. Well, when do you listen to me?
Right. Well, you remember Jeffrey?
Jeffrey? Which one was Jeffrey? The one that came over and said, "Oh, him? He's the." Ugh.
Women talking like nails on a chalkboard. All right, we are going to take a break. Coming up after the break, 5starpsychic.com. Rose from 5starpsychic.com is going to read my tarot. Joe, I want your opinion on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see your reading. I would like to see what the cards have for you.
Okay.
What do the cards say
for you? Bill and the Bill and Joe Show. Coming up after the break. Thank you guys for listening to the Bill and Joe Show. And welcome back to the Bill and Joe Show. I have just handed over my official tarot reading from 5starpsychic.com, the number 5, starpsychic.com. Rose was kind enough to reach out to the show and offer to give one of us a tarot reading. Joe, have you ever done any tarot readings or anything like this?
No, I've never done this.
Okay, see, I thought that you would be a little hesitant, so I told her to use my likeness.
Okay.
And all she really needs from you is a picture without any identifying marks like family pictures in the background or anything like that. Just a picture of you, and then she'll give you a very detailed. Am I wrong in saying that?
Oh, it's very detailed.
It breaks down each card that you get, and Joe's reading through it right now.
I see. Now, the Lover's card is your first card.
That's right, ladies.
And it goes to your work life, though, not your. Well, I guess so. It says here you have a decision you're facing on whether to move to another position or stay in the comforts.
Now, for those of you that don't know, I drive for Uber.
Right.
I recently just went down to Nashville and worked for Uber and Lyft.
Whoa, there it is.
And Lyft, I made way more money
you're
than
deciding
Uber.
whether to go to Lyft.
There it is.
Bam. It also says, now this gets confusing to me because it does say you're doing well in general with your boss and and that you're trying to decide what to do towards a person of the opposite sex at work, Now, you don't really work with anyone. It says that they're in a different department, same company. Do you think it's that black woman from Uber that drove you home? She's in a different car?
Different department?
Different department?
Different car. Different
Is that what this
department.
means?
It could, I suppose.
And you've already tried to bring that home. Now you can't get it out of your mind.
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, we did just talk about it.
Wow.
Unrelated, by the way. We don't have storyboards for this show, if nobody's noticed. We just kind of roll.
I'm kind of glancing through this some more while you while you go over it.
No, her name was Summer.
That was your Uber name?
And that was her.
Girl?
That was her name. It was Summer.
Now, do you guys use fake names or
No.
do you have like Uber aliases?
No, no, you use a real name.
So you couldn't be Billy Rocket.
I'd be Billy Rocket for sure, dude. Because I'm gonna get you there lightning fast.
Yeah.
But no, you can't because they use your driver's license,
Oh, okay.
background checks, and
Yeah.
all that shit.
Now, there's a guy in your past, a man that's deceased, relative or extreme close friend,
With the name
Davis.
Davis.
Or Dave.
Davis. Cole Davis became a very close friend of mine in a very short amount of time, and he was on the show at the very beginning of it.
That's
what?
right.
I mean, he would cancel most of the time.
Yeah, it was a give or take if he was going to be here.
Right. But interesting character. Me and him got extremely close. I mean, I'd say, very close friends. And Cole ended up passing away. I think it was coming up 3 years ago.
Wow.
3 years ago.
He says he's sorry.
That makes sense.
He did have some apologies to give.
That makes sense.
Wow.
I mean, me as well, I guess. I mean, but yeah, Cole, he kind of left. I don't know, in a really, really bad way. And
well, you can still say you're sorry.
Right?
He can't.
Okay. Well,
Other than through.
I guess the only thing that I could apologize to Cole for is I'm sorry I wasn't a better friend. I thought I was a great friend to Cole. Apparently not. I mean, because anytime somebody takes their own life, it kind of leaves a lot of people behind being like, could I have done something more?
Yeah.
So apparently I wasn't good enough to help him, deal with whatever he was dealing with, because he never really talked to me about it. It came out of left field to me. But, and again, I was a close friend of his. It wasn't like I just met him or I worked around him or anything like that. But yeah, Cole, I'm sorry that I wasn't.
Now, he did work for you. Is that?
Yeah.
Do you think you were such a bad boss?
I think one of the things that pissed him off, and I don't know how he found out what my lease agreement was, but I charged him less than he would have had at like a typical. Cole used to teach guitar out of my recording studio, so when Cole was there, I couldn't record. So Cole would basically have it by day, and I would have it by night, and I charged Cole less than he would be paying having just one of those little broom closets that you and me grew up in,
right,
learning our instruments.
Yeah.
Charged him less, and he got a bigger room. He got a view. He had the whole place to himself. Well, he had two big-ass windows in that room, if you remember.
I'm not sure if it was a view.
Well, maybe not a view, but
he had natural sunlight.
Natural sunlight, because like these closets that they just make a whole bunch of closets, like 12 of them in a row, and they rent them all out to somebody who teaches violin and guitar and bass and all this other stuff.
Just like soundproof hallways.
Yeah, and they just stick you in it. No sunlight. It's just cramped. You're like hitting each other's guitar while you're playing, and
you got to sit sideways.
Yeah, it's not a very natural way to learn how to play. But no, he had more than enough room. But at the end, when he was quitting, he did mention that he knew how much my lease was, and I still don't know how he found that out. But
who cares?
I don't know.
What does that matter?
He was upset with how much I was charging him.
Oh, because you weren't paying that much
in relation to what I was paying for the place, even though it was less than what he would be paying for much, much less.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say a bad boss. I didn't give him commission if he sold guitar strings or tuners or T-shirts or pens or anything like that.
Right.
which maybe I probably should have.
Yeah.